This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. God, the year is almost half over. And the title of this rant is, at what point does denying that global climate change is real be un-American? We have, let's call it undeniable evidence, as proven by the fossil fuel companies, especially ExxonMobil, dating back over 50 years, that global climate change is real and that we had to do something to stop the acceleration of global climate change. And we also have a lot of other evidence going back well over 100 years, because we were able to measure CO2 levels at that particular point in time, that global climate change is real. But as we know, ExxonMobil and all of the fossil fuel companies, etc., have spent billions, and as Carl Sagan would say, billions and billions of dollars basically denying that it is real. And what they have done to do that is they have been buying into, let's just say, sleazy scientists to promote this, that global climate change is not real. And they have also spent billions and billions into even sleazier politicians to say that global climate change is not real. Now, most of them were Republicans at the time, yes, and there were some Democrats, but as of now, it is all Republican. And they still vehemently want to deny that global climate change is real. And what they're basically doing is saying, oh, yes, it is kind of real. We can deal with it. And oh, by the way, there is no government solution to this thing. The only solution is a market-based solution, which is never going to happen. And that even with that market-based solution, fossil fuels is part of the answer. Not necessarily so. Now, I have said, and many others, we'll need fossil fuels for the next 30 to 50 years, but we want to keep as much fossil fuels in the ground as possible today ad infinitum. And what we see right now, or what I see right now, is with this incredible heat wave in Oregon and Washington State. And of course, we've seen that in Alaska for the last 5 or 10 years. And also the collapse of that building in South Florida is that we are really at a point, and we have been at a point for a long time, but maybe this can exacerbate the point that we have to do it, is that global climate change is real, and we're not going to get rid of it. We have to address it. We have to fight it, and we have to fight it with every single thing that we got. And the Democrats at this point need to verbally assault our Republican friends as un-American, because that's what they are. Denying global climate change is real is un-American. And the GOP knows it, and the Democrats know it, that this will be the predominant political and every other issue for the next 30 to 50 years. And the quicker we address it, the better. And now, but the Republican ideology, which is that government is bad and that only the market can solve it, is not going to solve this problem. Newt Gingrich said this 30 years ago. And let's just say what it is, their addiction to, let's just say, dark money, most corporate money, and their addiction to power will not allow them to address the greatest challenge that the United States and the world faces. It will not allow them to see the truth. So the Democrats need to go hog wild, pass $2 trillion, $4 trillion, $6 trillion of the infrastructure bill. Make it all a part with green renewables as the predominant part of the whole thing. And call out the GOP every single day, day in and day out, for what they are. By denying that global climate change is real, they are un-American.